So do you have a little spring in your step after springing forward today? Chances are probably not, right? It is a tough transition and always a hot topic to discuss. How much longer are we going to do this? And then how do we adjust? Our Jason Calvi live here in the studio. And Jason, is time up for the changing of the clocks?
Well, Mary, I know one thing, your clocks did spring forward or you wouldn't be watching the 9 o'clock news. In Wisconsin, it first started with voters approving it. Back in April of 1957, Wisconsin voters approved daylight saving time. Now, that was before the federal government required it. Now there's legislation in Washington to make daylight savings go all year.
A familiar feeling after clocks spring forward, but our bodies, not so much.
It was a little tricky for me to wake up. Didn't felt the same.
Luther Larson's mom counts the lost sleep.
It always takes a few days, at least a week or two, to get into a new routine, and then you have to do it again in the fall.
One option is to move to Hawaii or Arizona, the only two states without the twice-yearly clock switch.
Consistency, I think, is number one. So it's a game changer. Never having to make any crazy adjustments.
For years, health experts have told us about their worries about changing the clocks.
It's not ideal to be doing what we're doing.
So what's the reason for the time change? The Library of Congress records that the U.S. temporarily had daylight saving time during parts of World War I and II to conserve energy. In 1966, Congress set up daylight saving time across the country.
Department stores figure if you give those people extra light in the after work hours, their windows will be lit up. They'll walk by and people will go in and shop.
In 1973, with severe energy shortages, Congress enacted year-long daylight saving time to conserve energy. Last year, the U.S. Senate passed by unanimous consent a bill to keep daylight saving time year-round, but the House didn't vote on it and it didn't become law. So for today, parents and adults might have to fight their alarm clocks.
You get tired, crabby kids for a couple weeks. It's tough.
That also means in the summer, you get longer time to play in the sun.
Now, back in 2002, some Wisconsin senators wanted to call on Congress to use daylight saving time all year. That state proposal died. There was more Wisconsin debate about this topic in 2017, and from the looks of social media, still a debate tonight. Mary?
Yeah, it certainly is. It's amazing what that hour can do in a sleep-deprived nation like this. All right. The debate continues. All right. Jason, thanks for that. And also